Hi guys, Coin World here with Zoe, and we're on our way to pick Lauren up from Kidderminster. Just pass. And our locals there. People not indicate. Nice one! Someone just pulled into a road and someone almost rear-ended somebody else without indicating. That was mad, wasn't it? Zoe's driving today.
I drive every day.
Yeah, I know you drive every day. Looking up to St Mary's Church. There's a lot of people out today.
Even there it's supposed to be yourself outside.
Yeah, St Mary's Church. It's actually a really nice church. So just missing all the bumps and lumps. There's the ambulance. So I'm stuck here for a minute.
Sorry.
That's alright. Yeah, there's some people just looking, not actually getting on with their. So I've never seen an ambulance before. Well, look, Colts had the delivery of a probably empty lorry, and yeah, that'll all be gone in about 2 seconds. Just full of toilet rolls. TPs. That was Brandon's school when he was little. So there's like a little racing car drivers. Little Nigel Mansell today. Yeah. And God knows why they put these chevrons in here. This used to be an open road when I was a kid. Just going past where my mother and father now lives. She's in the cemetery just there. And, we'll probably go down there tomorrow and do Mother's Day tomorrow for my mum. And I hope all the mums are having a great Mother's Day despite what's going on around the craziness. Isn't that right, babe? Yeah. Now, coming up to the Moonrakers now, which is just there when I was a kid. There used to be a Mickey Mouse tree just there. It was there for years and years. Now it's just a mess. if the Moonrakers is open. It should be shut. Well, if you don't know what a Moonraker is, that should be absolutely closed. And got the Moonrakers just there. And the funny thing is, the Moonrakers are the equivalent to moonshiners. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to get onto the what we call a dual carriageway, and I'll speak to you in a second. See this building here? It's that long tube. Well, that used to be the Motorola building, and that is where they filmed James Bond. And they were there, and they closed the whole road off, and for about a week, and it was like loads of helicopters, filming crew and stuff. And but the whole thing lasted about 4 seconds. I think it's the one with Pierce Brosnan. I can't remember which one it was. And but yeah. They spent a whole week there and closed the roads off just for about 4 seconds of filming. But it's just an empty tube. I used to work in there. And then you have some hotels and gyms and stuff here now. But yeah, just that bit there, that's where they filmed it. They wanted something to look like an oil rig. But that is actually an empty tube. I don't know what it is now, but yeah, for a whole week for 4 seconds worth of filming, crazy. So we're coming on to the dual carriageway, and I really thought it was actually going to be quite quiet, and so it was like a little pocket rocket, and if Kay's digging it is watching, that she was in the United States Air Force, and she was stationed at RAF Fairford. And what some people don't know, because it's such a long runway, it was also a second runway for the space shuttle when it was in orbit. And the airfield would actually shine blue. And RAF Fairford is just over there. You can see that now. There we go. Let's go down the hill. That's where they do the air tattoos every year. Not sure if they'll have one this year. And back in 1993, that's when the two Russian aircraft decided to crash into each other. Luckily no one was hurt, so it's good news. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video again. Something for Kane there, look. Should have noticed the sign. Back and going past the Roman village, which very soon anyway, which is still part of Swindon. It's Cirencester, which is really old Roman settlement place. Going to go up to the garage and get some fuel and mortar and stuff, and because it's got a bit of a drive, and see, it's completely empty now. This is normally quite busy around here, so I'm going to pause the video again. Right guys, this is where me and Zoe first met, which is at the Air Balloon pub, and when we get married, that's where we're going to be Can't show you very well, but there you go. So here we go. We're going to go up onto the motorway now, and track now. Let's see how busy the motorway is today. Just normal, really, isn't it? There we go now, heading north towards Birmingham to the Midlands. As you can see, Mr. Stacks and stuff, and me and Silver Tanifer, we drive on the correct side of the road. And yeah, here we go. Actually, this is more busier than this down the M. This is the M5, by the way. People don't realise is that this lane and the third lane are just overtaking lanes, and it's illegal to drive in the middle lane because it's called lane hogging, and but people still do it. But in the United States, when I drove all around, well, what would I say, around Dallas and that, the middle lane be the safer lane, and I found it a lot more easier to drive on the in Dallas to Oklahoma than it was to actually drive on our roads. So if you ever come to England, don't stay in the middle lane. I don't like motorway driving, it's really tedious and boring, isn't it?
Yep. Some nicer stuff to look at. Sorry for our for the camera work, but our roads are not exactly the best in the world, and it is like trying to drive on porridge. This little area here, that lorry gets up the way. All this was underwater when we had the storms,
See some bits there, and all that over there. Sorry, I'm going to get you in. Was all flooded. Oh look, toilet roll. Look at that toilet roller. So we can catch them up a little bit. Oop, sorry. Told you the road's not exactly. It looks smooth, but they're actually not. They've got a whole back end full of toilet roll. A little bit closer. We're chasing the toilet roll. Get him. We want our toilet roll. We know where the hoarders are now. I'm going to overtake them. I'm going to video and overtake them. They've got a ton of toilet roll on the back of their car. We are now passing Costa Services. I told you there was a racing drive, didn't I? Pocket rocket. Sometimes she drives like Miss Daisy, and next minute she drives like blinking Lewis Hamilton and like Rush. So we're going to be going past Worcestershire Junction. It's a nice little town, that, isn't it? Or is it a city? Is it a city? City of Worcestershire. Yeah, city of Worcestershire. Alright, I'll be back in a second if we find any more toilet roll orders. Flash just to move over. There he is. Look, there he is in his crappy Mercedes. My friend's got one of them, and he wished he'd never bought it. Just to show off, oh, I got lights on my car. It just doesn't come with indicators though. In front again, they have overtaken us, the old toilet roll people there, look.
Shit out of me.
That BMW there, as we was overtaking, as you can see, no indication, didn't look, almost sideswiped us on the left hand side because they just want to undertake everyone. Tried undertaking that green car, and then but we was overtaking the lorry, didn't even look. What a donkey. I used to have a rally BMW, and I tell you, when I took that out, I still used my indicators and stuff, and many years ago. But people these days, it comes in a manual that you don't have to use your indicators, and you have to be a complete donkey when you drive one. This is all new around here now. So we're on our way to Kidderminster, which is about 12 miles away.
club there. Can't remember what it's called. Don't be that bad. If you ever drive down this road, if you ever want to go to Kidderminster, always you've got these speed cameras up here that are actually functioning speed cameras, but in Swindon where we live there's no speed cameras. It's actually illegal to have them, and there is always a hidden van on the edge of this road, a hidden speed camera van, and just a little bit of a warning there, and they will catch you every single time. And just a little bit of warning if you ever drive down this road. And I can't tell you which spots they're normally in because they're just hidden, like in places on the side of the roads and stuff. And they're supposed to be warnings that they're around. So you might see a guy with a speed gun or a van, and it's concealed, so you'll know they're there. So this road is a 50-mile-an-hour road, and I suggest sticking to it. Or under. Pause the video, be back in a second. Right guys, we're here now, going to pick Lauren up, and so this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy the shaky camera action, the toilet roll experience, and the almost idiot BMW decided to crash into us, trying to undertake everyone. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, and have a nice weekend. Oh yes, before I go, Stanley Diggs is out there on the fields doing a live stream, and I'm sorry Stanley I couldn't stay in the stream because I'm all the way up in Kidderminster now, and good luck with your finds. I will hopefully you'll be on still when we get back, and I will speak to you in a bit.